everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka Ghostbuster, and I am here with another episode of the OG Show. This is an unofficial Outright Games podcast run by fans and sort of players for fans and players. Now, this week I am going to be flying solo. I haven't got my partner in crime with me, so it's just me. But there's a whole host of Outright Game stuff I want to talk about. So I'm going to jump straight in. These are usually about 30 minutes. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. Not only do we do these podcasts, we have an Xbox focused podcast. We do daily reviews, live streams, all that sort of stuff on the channel. So please check it out. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, though, is the Safe in Our World charity bundle. Now, this is on Fanatical. You can get it on fanatical.com. I will put the link down in the description. Now, this has been going on a couple of days now. It's while stocks last, so I don't expect there to be much longer, which is one reason I'm trying to get this episode out as quick as possible. Now, this is all going to the Safe in Our World charity, and it features a whole host of games. So there's 26 awesome games here. They're all for Steam. 18 of them are compatible with the Steam Deck, and it's £15 or more. You can donate more, and you get nearly £409 worth of games. Now, obviously, there's some outright games in here, so I will scurry on down and we'll have a look. So there's a whole host of great games here, like Ollie Ollie World is fantastic. Vampire Survivors, I have been loving the sort of top-down roguelike shooter genre recently. I've covered quite a few on the channel. Vampire Survivors is one of the many I've been playing, so I definitely recommend that, especially on the Steam Deck. There's Warhammer Battle Sector Guilt, which was a launch exclusive for the Google Stadia cloud service, and it's actually a really, really good game. I've since rebought it on Xbox. There's Mask of the Rose. Get it right, Ash. God, it's getting late. And Zool Redimensioned. Now, Zool Redimensioned is basically a modern remaster of the classic Zool games. It's like fast-paced action platformer, like Sonic and stuff like that. Really cool. I have played that one. Really fun. You've got the PC version of KO the Kangaroo, a classic 3D platformer. And then we get to the OG games. You've got My Friend Peppa Pig, which was Game of the Year clearly when it came out. You've got Paw Patrol on a Roll, and you've got Gigantosaurus Dino Kart. Now, obviously, Gigantosaurus Dino Kart is a Mario Kart style game in terms of you're driving carts, you get power-ups and stuff like that. It's really fun. Paw Patrol on a Roll is a left to right 3D platforming game for kids. And yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Now, a couple of these are playable on Steam Deck, but Peppa Pig is verified. So if you want one that's guaranteed to work, My Friend Peppa Pig is guaranteed to work on the Steam Deck. Now, on top of that, you've also got Arcade Paradise, which is by Wired, and I'm a Wired creator as well, so it's nice to give them a shout out about their games as well. There's Say No More, there's, I think that's Quomp, there's Aka Ara, which is awesome, and then you get a load of the Recharge games from Atari. You've got Caverns of Mars, Centipede, and Breakout. These are like modern imaginings of classic games, and they are awesome. Like, these are some of the best reimaginings of classic arcade games I've played in absolutely ages, especially Breakout. I really enjoy that one. There's Mr. Run and Jump, there's Stick Fight the game, Filthy Animals Heist Simulator, Kitaria Fables is a nice little sort of chill game, Stirring Abyss, Homestead Arcana, another very chill game, Calico. This is basically you have a cat cafe as such, and you make your own little avatar, and you can ride these giant cats around. Very cute. I've played it, and I've got friends who have literally just bought it this week and are absolutely loving it. So definitely check that one out if you do get this bundle. There's Minute of Islands and Mechs and Mercs. And like I say, this bundle is fantastic. So it's really, really worth getting. If you spend over £12 on a single order, you'll also get the Lunar Red Sail envelope. And yeah, that gives you a bit extra stuff. So this is literally going to a fantastic cause, and like I say, Outright Games have got a good chunk of games in this. And so far, this bundle has raised over $137,000, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, you can get this in the UK, you can get this in America and stuff like that. It's £15 at most, and that's 26 games. And like I say, I've played about half of these personally, and I've enjoyed all of them. The other ones look pretty interesting as well. So if you've got a Steam Deck, that's a good chunk of them that are Steam Deck compatible as well. So well worth your time, well worth your money, and it's for an absolute fantastic cause. So definitely check that out if you're able to. At time of recording, it's still available. Like I say, I'm hoping to get this out literally within the next sort of hour when I finish recording. But I don't think it's going to be there more than another day or two. So I would highly, highly recommend you get on that. Okay, on these, me and my co-host would normally sort of discuss the games we've been playing. Since we had our last episode, there hasn't really been a lot. We were going to do a Christmas one, and we just never got around to it. Life took hold. We're all busy people working and family commitments and stuff over the holidays. And we were going to talk about the Grinch. Now, I actually have stuff to talk about the Grinch because I got invited down to London by Outright Games to go on like a Grinch tour bus, which was absolutely awesome. So I'm going to put it on now, just in the background while I'm talking about it. So this is the Grinch. It was like the afternoon tea bus, and it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours of like driving around London, looking at all the Christmas lights, doing like a tour bus basically. We all got to play the Grinch games. My kids were loving it on the Switch. We got to eat beautiful like Grinch treats. Nice to see my kids on there. You'll see me in here in a minute. I'm very briefly in the video they put out. The back of my head is anyway. They didn't want my face on camera, but they got my kids and they got my head. I'll take that. There we go. Look, that beautiful grey mane at the back. That was my good self. I had a Grinch Game of Thrones t-shirt on and this grotesque Grinch like shirt on, and we decided to make a weekend of this as well. So we went down to London, we did some sightseeing, we found a little farm in the middle of nowhere, like just off, like I think it's off Brick Lane. There's like this community farm that's like run by the community, and it had like sheep and like donkeys and stuff in it and everything, and rabbits, and it's free to enter, but you can pay a donation, which we did, and they look after it. And I thought that was really cool. It's just literally there's like shops, houses, and then suddenly there's this little. It's like you'd think it was like a hidden away allotment, but it's actually got like all these animals in. It's absolutely really sweet that exists. And then on the day though, we'd gone into London, we went to the National History Museum. I'm going to be putting some videos up of this on the YouTube channel soon. I still haven't got around to sorting them, even though it's been a couple of months. My bad. But so we were all like going round, and this is like early December, and we were going round the shops and stuff like that. We went round the National History Museum and everything, and I was like head to toe like in Grinch costume, like outfit, and everyone's looking at me really funny. But we got there and we fitted in. The bus was fantastic. It had amazing like Grinch seats that were all like green and fluffy, as you can see. It got all over my coat. I still find Grinch hair to this day. The host, I can never remember his name, Jean something or other. He was on point, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it was such a great experience to go out and, like I say, enjoy some time with my kids and eat food, yeah, and play Grinch. So if you haven't played the Grinch game, it's a very fun little 3D platforming game. We play it with the kids. It's good because the second player doesn't do as much as the first player. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Mega Man game, where the second player, it was like an easier role. Kind of like the new Mario, where you can pick different characters and different ones have different abilities to make it easier for younger kids to play. And yeah, really, really fun. So thank you for Outright Games for giving me that invite. It was such an amazing trip. My kids want to go back next year, and I've got to tell them that, like, maybe not. But yeah, really fantastic. What a trip it was. So awesome stuff there. Right, so that's not everything. So Outright Games are also doing another bundle now as well. So not only are they part of this Safe in Our World bundle, they've got their own bundles. And I've talked about some previously on the channel, the Unicef bundles, and they've done another one, and it's literally just launching. So the new one, let me just get the details up in front of me, is the Nickelodeon Kids Bundle. Now, this is available from now, today, the 9th of February 2024, until the 25th of February. And this is a bundle of 3 games. It includes Ryan's Rescue Squad, Blaze Axle City Racers, and Paw Patrol on a Roll. And the profits basically are in support of UNICEF. So UNICEF is a child charity. It focuses on children and stuff like that, which is a fantastic charity. Outright Games is aiming to raise 200,000, and I hope they hit it. Like I say, please, if you can, pick them up. Now, this bundle is available across all the major console platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. Ryan's Rescue Squad, the best way I can describe this is it's a kids' first Donkey Kong Country game. That's what it feels like to me. It's like Donkey Kong Country, but for kids. Paw Patrol on a Roll is obviously 3D platforming game. Not bad for kids. If you like Paw Patrol, they're going to love it. And Axle City Racers is a racing game based on Blaze. And yeah, it literally feels like you're playing an episode of the TV show. Now, this is available on Xbox right now. It's $19.99. And usually, like I say, these games right now, Blaze would be $39.99, Paw Patrol $29.99, and Ryan's normally $39.99. It is on sale, so $11.99 normally, but even then, all 3 of them for $19.99. Now, these are playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles. Same on PlayStation and Switch. They all have multiplayer, and they're all fun little games for kids. So check them out. Like I say, I don't want to keep badgering you and stuff like that. They're all really fun. Xbox guys, I don't know if you're achievement hunters. All 3 of them are pretty straightforward achievements. Paw Patrol on a Roll is a very couple of hours, 1,000 gamer score. Blaze, same again, and Ryan's is probably a little bit longer, but it's still not a difficult 1,000 gamer score. So if you're interested, that could be a reason to get it, because you want the achievements. I'm not judging whatever you want to do. It all goes to charity, and that's all that matters to me. Now, we're going to talk about what's next for Outright Games. Okay, so we're going to talk about Outright Games' next game, and this is PJ Masks Power Heroes Mighty Alliance. Now, this launches March 15th, 2024, and it's basically coming to all platforms. You get it on Nintendo Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. Now, this is obviously based on PJ Masks and is a follow-up game to their PJ Masks Heroes of the Night game as well. So they're promising that this one's going to be bigger and better. It's got that side-scrolling action that was in the previous games, and this one follows an original storyline, and they basically travel beyond Earth and into space this time. So an experiment goes wrong at their super secret headquarters, and they have to work together to collect special technology that's been scattered. Now, you have to work with Catboy and the crew before Luna Girl, Night Ninja, and Romeo can use their technology for their own evil schemes. So, yeah, the previous game was pretty good. My kids really enjoyed it. Got some DLC as well, which is nice. Now, this game is going to feature 4 unique locations that you're able to explore with new missions and enemies, and 8 different playable characters, each with their own unique abilities. So, obviously, Gecko can climb walls, and you can glide and stuff like that. Now, there's going to be some minor puzzles in this game, and it's great for little kids. So, like, if your kids like PJ Masks, they're gonna enjoy this one. You also get to drive the Explorider, which is the official PJ Masks all-purpose vehicle. So, yeah, this one's looking to be about $34.99 roughly. It's up for like pre-order on like Game and stuff like that in the UK. I assume it's going to come into like digital storefront soon. But yeah, definitely check it out. Like I say, it features obviously the 4 PJ Masks characters: Catboy, Owlet, and Gecko. I said 4 there, I mean 3. And it also introduces like other characters as well for fans of the show: Newton Star, Anu, Ice Cub, Bastet, and Lily Faye, and Armadillan. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. I'm trying to read the press release here. So, obviously, I haven't watched PJ Masks in a while. My kids have sort of grown past that now. It was one of their favourite programs at the time when they were a little younger. It's been going on since 2015 on like Disney Junior and stuff like that. So my kids grew up with it. They enjoyed the other games. I'm looking forward to this one. Like I say, it's a good start to the year. You sort of know what you're going to expect from it and everything like that. Looks like it's going to scratch that PJ Masks itch for fans of the show. And yeah, the only thing I don't particularly like about the PJ Masks games, and this isn't a complaint, is they are all single player, or they have been. And this, like looking at the trailer here, it looks like it's another single player affair, which is a shame because I feel like it's a superhero squad. They could have 2 people playing at once and have it like co-op, but it's not my decision. But like I say, I would like to see that maybe added in future games. But so far, looking pretty interesting. Okay, the only other outright games release that we know officially is coming now in 2024, other than obviously PJ Masks, is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem video game spin-off. Now, this got released, like announced, should I say, sort of late 2023. It's coming out 2024, and it's going to be out on consoles and PC. Now, all we know is the game's going to take place a few months after the events of the movie, and it's going to feature visuals that'll be inspired by that awesome like paint style like graphics it has, like you see in like that and the Spider-Man films and stuff like that. So there's going to be obviously memorable characters from the Turtles universe in it, but there's no trailer yet. It's just like this one piece of content, like production art. Now, I'm looking forward to this. I'm waiting patiently for more news. I do know that while the game isn't based on the film and it's its own separate standalone thing, so anything future from like it won't be based on like another film or anything like that. Outright Games have stated that the things that happen in this game will be canon and will be referenced in, say, like future movies and TV shows and stuff like that, based on this version of the Turtles. So that's really cool. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Like, I'm a big Turtles fan. I grew up with the like 80s, 90s Turtles, like the classics, and I've been a Turtles fan ever since. I do like how it sort of I'm trying to think of the word, like revitalizes itself every like generation. It has a new version, and then there's a new film, a new TV show. It's kind of like Scooby Doo. Like, Outright Games, please make a Scooby Doo game. Like, I used to love those PS2 Scooby Doo games, and we need some games like that. And I feel like Scooby Doo would fit Outright Games perfectly. But I digress. Like, Turtles, I'm looking forward to this one. Like I say, it's something I can get interested in as well as the kids. Like, while like PJ Masks and like Baby Shark and stuff and Peppa Pig are great for the kids, us adults, like, we like to play games with our kids, and if there's something we can know and enjoy and be like, hey, that's Leonardo, that's Donatello, that's Michelangelo, and Donatello is the best one. Just hands up now, Donatello is the best turtle. This version of the Turtles is really good as well. I love the new film. Looking forward to seeing more from this sort of new generation of them. So hopefully in some future episodes, we'll have more news on this and we can talk about it a bit more and stuff like that. So, yeah, like that is it so far for 2024's outright games. It's a little quiet, but like I say, if you look back at what outright games had this year, it's like just gone. Like 2023, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had 10 games release in 2023, and in 2022 they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in 2021 they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for the last 3 years they've had an average of like 10 games. What are the other 8 going to be this year? Do you know what I mean? I'm really interested to see what comes next. Will we get sequels to their other franchises? Will we get new franchises? Like we got Bluey this past year, and like Justice League. What new things could they add? And I'm really really interested in that. So let me know in the comments. Like hit that like button and let me know in the comments like what your favorite games from 2023 were from outright games, and what games do you want to see them bring out in 2024? Like, is there anything in particular you want? Are there any sequels you want to see? Any new IPs you want to see them tackle? For me, my favorite games of 2023, I think Bluey, just because I'm a big Bluey fan and I sat and played that with my kids in one setting and we smashed it for a few hours and played through it, was a lot of fun. Justice League Cosmic Chaos, one of the best outright games releases ever. I think it had a lot of content. It had like a cool little open world, lots to do, like talent trees and everything like that, collectibles. And I like comics and Justice League. I like Batman, so it was well in my wheelhouse. And I also enjoyed the Grinch Christmas Adventures. They were probably my favourite 3. I played all the releases last year. I've still got a review to come for Transformers Earthspark Expedition. I've been playing that over Christmas, but the video will be up soon on the channel, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Are there any outright games you want to see us cover? Anything I've missed? Let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to sort of get to them at some point soon. As always, a huge thank you to Outright Games for like letting us be part of the sort of ambassadors program, supporting us with codes, letting us into like news and stuff early, letting me come down to London and go on a Grinch bus. Do you know what I mean? I've had an absolute fantastic year promoting and talking about outright games, and I can't wait for 2024. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Sorry this is a shorter episode. Like I say, it's hard to do longer episodes when I'm just on my own. I feel like I'm just rambling. Hopefully next episode I'll have someone else with me, and it probably won't be till after PJ Masks, so we'll probably talk about the new PJ Masks on that episode as well. But until next time guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you around.